Hey everybody, Matt's Monster, back with Marvel Heroes. And this time we got Loki up on the chopping block here. And we're going to be doing a reiteration of the Frost Mage build. And with all the extra points going on, we are going to be very, very happy. And whatever build you're going to use, you're going to be very happy with all the extra points too, I'm quite sure. So, delving straight into the build, not too much going on with the God of Mischief. They kind of messed with it way too much to make it profitable for me to use. That's my opinion. I mean, Arcane Ruin, you get rid of all your pets for mediocre damage. Really, it's mediocre. You should get probably 5 times what you're getting out of there. And Meteoric Illusions is nice if it didn't have that long cooldown. But these are just my opinions on those two skills. But we are going to do 20 points into Spatial Deception and 20 points into Lord of Deception. And that's going to beef us up and give us our primary damage source with pets. And pets are going to be secondary damage source. So primary, secondary damage source is right there. Even though it's not where all the rest of the points are going, it's going to be a major source for us. Moving over to Master of Sorcerer, you're going to do 20 points in Arcane Binding. This is going to be extra damage over time, some control. We'll use that very useful. It's going to be good. Arcane Shield is going to give us defense, damage rating, and extra defense through projectile deflection. It's very, very good. We're going to use medkits to sustain health and everything should we get hit. So, you know, Frost Armor is just not going to be as useful. It won't have as much defense to it or damage. Master Sorcerer, now with all these extra points, we can definitely pump into this. And the spirit cost reduction is going to be okay, but really the damage rating and the power duration is what's beneficial for us mostly here. This build won't have too much of a spirit issue. At least I don't have too much of a spirit issue with it. I don't think you'll find it will have a spirit issue yourself. Moving over to Son of Jotunheim. Jotun Blood, we can maximize our health and defense this way, but we also get some bonus control through some slow with attack and movement speed negatives to mobs hit by it. We also buff anybody who's hitting those mobs with damage rating and movement speed, so we're getting extra damage rating out of that as well. And then Permafrost Spikes. Point for point, and you get the best damage rating out of this. Plus, you know, it snares and does a nice slow. It can freeze. It makes everything vulnerable, and it has a low spirit cost. So it's just probably one of his best AOE skills that he's got. A lot of people will like Bouncing Bolt, and that's very deadly also. Not knocking it. It's just single target, it falters, and AoE, they're kind of comparable. This one is debilitating, and this one's just damage. And then finally, any other points left over, if you want one pointing anything, you can go ahead and do it, but I'm going to teleport everywhere, and I'm not going to fly. I don't need to tell the illusions to go anywhere. They will do what I want, and because I tell them to. So the rest of the points just go into Unyielding Powder. And Unyielding Power will give us a nice little signature ability. Unfortunately, on a 1-minute cooldown, but you know it's some massive damage. And if we're in trouble, we can hit it and get some extra defense as well. So that's the build. As far as equipment goes, because we have lots of pets and the ability to offset our selves from the aggro chain, you know, I'm using Shi'ar cloaking device and advanced scroll targeting computers. I mean, that's right there, about 1300 damage rating. So that's behind the scenes before we're even talking about anything else, mental damage or anything like that. The advanced scroll targeting computer, Shi'ar cloaking device, and then you get dodge and you get crit. So it's very nice way to go about it. Wizard's Medallions give me mental damage and range power damage, so there's damage behind the scenes as well going there. Excuse me, a little sick. Danger's AI chip. more mental damage and hidden damage that I'm going to start getting as soon as I start dealing damage. I'll get 300 more mental damage. Attack speed, hit points, hit point regeneration, spirit regeneration, defense. It's just an all-around awesome artifact. We have 4 slots. That's definitely deserves one of them. I'm using the mental damage Uru with the Silly Seer's Brilliance. You can do whatever floats your boat. Storm Giant Magi probably is the best one. I got the Warlock's Eye. I haven't unlocked it yet. Once it's unlocked, it will be fantastically awesome for the build. Got most of his uniques. I'm just missing his boots. So what can you do? Don't have apples. And hit points on the core with a 3-to-1 core. Hit points, range, melee power. That's actually kind of cool. I wish that was crit instead of brute, but I'll take it. And then hit points, and I wish that was crit, but it's not. Anything that translates over to pets, damage rating, crit, something like that, ideal to be there. So we'll go destroy a Cosmic Dr. Octopus, and that's exactly what's going to happen. It's going to get destroyed. He does have a buff, his armor. Make sure you activate it. And at first, it'll take a second to get some pets rolling. But once they're rolling, you'll see you don't get attacked. And I didn't even Arcane Bind. That was lazy. Well, here's an Arcane Bind opportunity. There's a yellow. So about every 3 permafrost spikes, I'll drop the Arcane Bind out, because that's about 4 seconds, and that's how long the Arcane Binding lasts. You're welcome to River of the Soul if you want. That'll keep you and a ton of spirit as well. I don't really feel the need, like I said. And a boss, sooner or later he's gonna look at you like, I just got looked at. You're gonna hit your 3-to-1 core. That's gonna keep you in spirit. Some people really feel the need to have, say, relics for spirit. That's just a wasted relic slot, or artifact slot, I mean. Him shrink on Loki is kind of ridiculous. You're rarely going to get attacked anyways. Unless you're doing a bouncing bolt, and then, then you're not making a lot of pets because you're just bouncing bolting too much. If you like bouncing bolts a lot, I would recommend trying a Cyclops. Or if you really, really want to maximize your potential on a bouncing bolt character, go with Invisible Woman. Her bouncing discs will annihilate things. That's what I mean. Every now and then, the things with superpower, extra damage will look at you and hit you all at once, and you'll lose 15,000 health. So you got to have some health to back yourself up. I prefer 20,000, so Loki's a little low, but what are you gonna do? He's not exactly properly geared just yet. And he probably would hit 20,000 once adequately geared. Also, some of his uniques are actually level 50, I believe. Doesn't really matter. Well, I'll use my signature. I'll teleport around the little cosmic auras here. Try to do the dance, wait till they go away. You can see for the most part, nothing's really looking at me. Cosmic aura is. Remember, when you're trying to get away from them, lay off the melee attack, or else you'll just go right back towards them. If you find yourself getting attacked, teleport, break the aggro. And that was a pretty easy Dr. Octopus kill. And that was melee. And I survived. I was rarely ever in trouble. It's the teleport breaking aggro that really saves them. With the pets, of course, obviously. The pets help a lot. Hey, look, blue team up items. That's pretty nice. Lots of credits. That's good too, because I'm running out of credits. I already burned through 1,000,000 credits doing these videos. All those old characters that are inadequately geared, having to get re-geared. And then they raised all the prices, of course, of putting cores on and everything. Making my life miserable. But that's the Frost Mage build. I love it. The damage on permafrost spikes and the control that they bring is awesome. Extra DPS from Arcane Binding and all the points and all the passives really bring us together. It's beautifully fun. So, hope it helps. Hope you enjoyed. And if you like melee Loki, this is it. Talk to you later.